And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? How's it going, all you lovely people out there? How's the grinding? How's the farming? We all know you guys got about 30 hard node farms going on right now. CubsFanHan, how you doing today? How you doing?
I am doing so good. We have got a jam-packed show, lots of stuff to cover. Ooh. I mean, I can't believe. Here's what I was sitting here thinking. Has it really already been 2 weeks since our last show?
I know.
And here we are, episode
man.
8, by the way. Episode 8.
The episode
coming up on 10.
8.
But we'll have to do a little celebration for 10.
We will. We'll do a little celebration for 10. So, I mean, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's just get into it. We're going to talk about Galaxy of Heroes.
And look at this.
Stuff.
Here, before you start.
Oh, he has the shirt. He's got the shirt, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's got the Rose Tico shirt. Look at that. Man of honor right there. And actually, it doesn't look like that bad of a shirt. I was hoping for an uglier shirt. That looks a little too pretty. It looks like some Japanese anime or something.
I like it. I like it.
Look at that.
My wife looked at it and she just said, "That's weird."
I mean,
she's like, "Why did you get that shirt?"
It's awkward that a grown man child is wearing a anime shirt. I mean, I guess that's the weird part, right?
You know what? It's a statement.
Oh,
it's a statement
man.
to all you TJ haters out there.
Oh man,
come at me.
He's preaching. Okay, we're not gonna start talking about The Last Jedi right now. Or that's too soon.
We're just way, I think, into every single episode. We're bound to get into Last Jedi somehow, and me talking about how I love it, and you just kind of brushing me off and saying we're not gonna talk about.
No, we're not gonna talk about it. I mean, that's gonna be. I don't want every episode to be about that. Once in a while. Once in a while is okay. So, man, what are we talking about? What are we talking about first? What we got locked?
Mods that changed, and something I thought we should discuss this week is how we both feel now that we've lived into that a bit. Obviously, Jango Fett, some future implications, and then we're at a new segment this week. Let us know what you guys think about it, but we're going to talk a little bit more about some other games that we're playing other than Galaxy of Heroes that are hot in our minds that we're making videos about. Maybe not making videos about, just to discuss some other things going on. I mean, I know right now I'm hot on Spider-Man. I think it's real fun. You've been playing some VR Star Wars games.
Yeah, like just goofing around type of stuff. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I mean, there's some things that we play other games in Galaxy of Heroes. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. That's impossible.
Well, it's crazy.
It's impossible.
How much this game takes.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Danku, by the way, for the what's that called? Donation.
Yeah, wow, look at you.
Then we got Big Mark becoming a member. Great.
Woo, look at you. You're on fire tonight. Well, why don't you go start us off, and what do you want to talk about first, mods or Jango Fett?
Let's get into, I do want to just follow up on mods first before we get anything. We won't talk about Jango. But I know last time, we called our last show the Modpocalypse because we had all these changes coming. We were really apprehensive about that, and everyone who's on the stream commenting, let me know what you guys think after you've had a couple weeks now to live into this. I, for one, am personally feeling a little bit easier about it the last few weeks. I'm not hating it as much as I thought I would, for lack of a better way of putting it. I think now in practice it hasn't felt as bad, though the speed cap of what you need to be competitive does seem to be just a bit frustrating, but everyone's kind of in the same. No one's really that disadvantaged, I have felt like, in my shard. So I don't know, what have your impressions been? Do you feel like it's going all right?
I mean, it's just another thing I didn't want to farm. I don't want to. It feels like you feel like you caught up. Like, let's say you feel like you caught up on your debt, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, JK, you're actually in deeper debt than before. So now you got to, out of the limited crystals, the limited refreshes I can do with my budget, now I gotta somehow allocate that for mod energy, which I've decided I'm just not gonna refresh energy for that. Now that we have like 500 hard node farms, I just use my free energy, and I just try not to refresh mod energy, because the game is starting to get to a point where I mean, we all know, the characters make big money, but I think now with all these hard node farms, I think now there's a huge emphasis on using your crystals and using refreshes, because we have four different things of energy going on right now, and it's hard to keep up with all of them. I mean, as I said, I think we talked about before, getting to the gold mod isn't that hard. It's the 6 mod. That's the stuff that takes a long time to get, and I just don't feel like taking the time to take all my guild shop currency and get that stupid piece needed for the mods. I just want to farm 100%. My gear. I just want to get, I mean, that's pretty much what I use it exclusively right now. Getting gear. I'm right now trying to stockpile for Jango Fett. Getting all my stun cuffs, Carbantes, and whatnot. So, yeah.
Good. Yeah.
It's just, if you do spend money, I mean, you could definitely speed up the process getting those gold mods. I mean, I'm going to pull up my account here in a second. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Here we go. I'm going into my personal roster right now, and I probably could have 3 6-dot mods, maybe 4. I just don't, I don't actually see too much of a benefit going to a 6-dot mod. It's not like the speed drastically increased on the secondary. It only increases by like 1 or something, right? So
right.
Yes, I mean, the arrows are probably the only thing I'm maybe curious in because you get +2 speed at least on those. But overall, I mean, I only have 1 6-dot mod, and it's Thrawn. But I am ready to, if I wanted to do a second 6-dot mod, if this would load up in a second, if I wanted to do a second 6-dot mod, I mean, I have I farmed enough to do one more slicing of a 6-dot mod, the stupid little energies or whatever they're called.
You farmed enough to slice a 6-dot mod?
Yeah, for a second one. I just I don't see the reason to right now, and I'm trying to fix my little display here. There we go. Oops. Yeah, so I mean, it's not horrible. It's not the end of the world. It's just we have so much going on with the farming right now. I mean, doing mods is just something I didn't want to do on top of everything else. Farming mods isn't fun, and then, you know, I suspect eventually we're gonna have to level up those 6-dot mods in the future.
Yeah.
But I got my Thrawn to 281 speed after getting all my mods to gold, which is kind of cool. I think let's see, but this square I got the +18 speed. Nothing special there. I already had that before. I'm trying to remember what else I had. Oh, this got the +19 speed. So it's cool that, you know, you get those gains, but you're not the only person getting those gains. Other people are probably getting those type of gains as well. So I don't see really too much of the benefit. Only benefit I see with the whole mod thing is if you want to just get bigger scores in the raids, that cool. But it's knowing that everyone else is doing the mod thing too, it's not that much of a benefit for me in Arena and for Territory Wars unless I'm spending money to get a ton of these really quickly. So that's kind of where I am right now.
You kind of hit on a point that I think really connects to how I feel about the current state of this game. You said you don't want to farm the mods, and I 100% feel the same way. And I look at the game right now, and we've had, you know, we got Jango Fett come, and a lot of people are excited about Jango Fett as a character. And I don't know about you, I'm pumped about his kit. I really like his kit. I think he's actually making the bounty hunter somewhat viable. I don't know. I didn't test him much on defense. I don't know if you did. I don't think they'll be super viable on defense, but they can at least beat Traya. And so I love that, but he's another Marquee. And so what does that mean? It's going to be eventually, especially because he's a good Marquee.
Yeah, he's not going to be a Cantina farm.
Out of a Marquee grind is going to end up in a hard node or a late Cantina node has kind of been the precedent, with the exception of crew. So when I look at that, I think, what am I working towards in this game right now? I've got Marquee characters to work towards, and they're all hard node farms.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to farm hard nodes. I don't want to farm mods. So the things that we're being forced to work towards right now, for those of us who are in the end game, you know, more beginning, mid game players, this might not be an issue for you, but for us, we're working towards either Marquee characters or mods, and those just aren't fun grinds.
No, that's
right. To me, I really want to have these legendary characters and that kind of thing, or new content to work towards, because that's motivating to work towards. Whereas hard node Cantina farms, hard node or late Cantina farms and mods, that just feels grindy, just way too grindy for me to have much motivation to do it. I mean, I feel like I've been farming Scion for 10 years.
I actually finished Scion a bit faster than I was hoping to. So I mean, that was a good thing. But yeah, for some people, I noticed it's taken a while. But yeah,
you spent all your donation.
Yeah, right.
Money on him, didn't you? Don't lie to the boys and girls out there.
I mean, but yeah, man, I'm looking at my roster now. What I'm farming: Basla, Boss, Range Trooper, L337, Visas, Enfys Nest, Vandor, Chewbacca, Jolie, Young Lando. And then, I mean, and there's probably still more. Like, I should be farming, Rose or Amlin Holdo in case there's anything needed for them. It's just like, I don't even know. It's like, what, 10 hard node farms? And it's like, most of them are dark side hard node farms, which kind of sucks. And it's it's just there's so many crystals needed. Now I know they reduced the cost recently to like 20. So if you want to I've never refreshed actual hard nodes themselves, but they reduced the cost from like 50 to 25 and then 100 to 50 or whatever. But again, that kind of cuts into my crystal management that I have. Like, 'cause I had a system before this grind for hard nodes started to become a thing. I would do I would max out my normal energy refresh until I start hitting 100. Maybe do 1 refresh for Cantina or 1 refresh for ship energy, and that was it. But now it's like, with all these characters and them teasing that legendary stuff is coming down the pipes, they said on the forums that the next character reveal isn't going to be a Marquee character. So it's like, it's cool, but at the same time, I'm not ready for anything, I think, right now. If it's a solo character, if it's like a legendary Maul, I'm not ready for that. Far from it. If it's a, I don't know, legendary KOTOR event, I mean, we haven't even gotten all of them yet to be farmable. I'm screwed for that. I mean, I suspect next week, T3 and 4 and all of them will be farmable and whatnot, but it's just, it's, someone asked me on Twitter if this about my feelings on it, or like how do I feel about the grind, and I said I think it's the most grindy feeling I've ever had in this game ever since I've been playing it.
Probably.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, man, just I wish they would, like, Jolie. This guy does not deserve to be a hard node farm. I haven't heard anything about him since we made a video.
What is up with that? That just, to me, it makes me feel like it could be a Revan deal. They want him to be hard because of who he's going to be needed for. Who is using Jolie anywhere right now?
I made 1 video about the guy. No, actually 2. I made a reveal about him with Bastila, and then I made a second video because they fixed Bastila, and that was it. That was all the videos I made about him. There's nothing else I did with this guy.
That's all I did too. Everyone watching the stream, who is using Jolie Bindo right now?
I mean, he could do okay. Spot? The people who did spend to get him, they showed that he's good in the Sith raid, like phase 2 or whatever, or phase 1. It's like, but it's not like, oh my God, you got to get that. I mean, the best Jedi team for the Sith raid doesn't have Jolie in it, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know why this guy. I mean, it was kind of like, why is Range Trooper a hard node farm? He's not really. He's fun, but he's not like, oh man, we got to put him behind this. This hard node. So I wish he was like a Cantina 2C.
Lots of feelings about Jolie in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, people are saying never, never. I'm using him to increase my GP. That's really it. The only reason why I'm farming this bald guy with the pretty awesome stash is just in case he's needed for Malik, Revan.
It's a pity too, because he's an awesome character in KOTOR. And so, I don't know if you.
He's not horrible in this game. He's just, out of all the stuff going on, he's not like out of this world impressive. I mean. I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll release more stuff to make it make more sense, but right now he's not hard node farm material. I was like, oh, both of these characters hard node farms. I'm hoping T3 and 4 does not become a hard node farm. I know they're not gonna do it, but it'd be really cool if they toss them in Galactic War Store, because so you can, like, people can make a really easy droid team very early on in the game. If they had T3, K2SO Chopper, HK47, but I mean their policy is no Galactic War stuff anymore. So
I do have him and Bastila and all the other KOTOR characters in my favorites, though. And the reason for that is because I have a feeling they're going to be needed for Revan.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, hopefully it's not soon.
With how much this community... Set aside for a second, everyone. Maybe some of you don't even care for Revan. You don't care about KOTOR, whatever. Okay, that's fine. But a lot of the community really cares about Revan. It's probably, I would say, based on my observation for this community, I think the community wants Revan more than they want a Jedi Luke. I don't know if that's a fair statement or not.
I see a lot of comments of people saying, I don't know what KOTOR is and I don't care. I mean, I feel like, I wish we could do like a poll in the...
I feel like in general, though, if we're going to... So the point I'm making here is, with how desired that character is and how significant he is in KOTOR and all of that, and I do know that a lot of the devs are big KOTOR fans. So when they do bring Revan to the game, and I do think it's a win, because in my opinion, why would you miss out on that opportunity to make money? When they bring Revan to the game, he's going to be amazing. I would bet so much on it, and you're not going to want to miss the boat. And so as soon as those characters went farmable, it's going to be important to get them. And I would, especially because of where they're located, start now. Start right now.
Oh man, yeah. I think I'm hoping there's no KOTOR stuff until February. I mean, by the time they release all these stuff free to play, I mean, I know they want to make money off Malik or Revan or whatever, but I think it's very suicidal if you made all these characters. I mean, we still haven't seen where, what's his face, Zalbar, Mission, and T3M4 are going. Like, I suspect Missioner of Zalbar are probably going to end up on a hard node. I don't know why. I feel like one of them at least is going to end up on a hard node.
They'll probably all be late hard nodes.
Yeah, and the problem is you can't have the event next month or people will really start the riot. So I think February is when we can maybe expect like the next either iteration towards a Revan or Revan himself. I think February is kind of that KOTOR month or that dark side month that they set aside for the year. So I feel
it's been two years in a row we've had dark side.
Yeah,
it was the Sith rework and the introduction of Nihilus last year, and this year the Sith raid and Scion.
So, yeah, so yeah, I mean we'll have to wait and see. So I'm not too worried about KOTOR stuff. It's just I want to know what's the next character they're gonna release. Is it it's got to include something from this year. They talked about that.
Let's speculate about this. Who do you think's coming? If you had to bet, and we don't know, this is 100% speculation. We're up to speed with what you guys know right now.
I mean, now that we know Jango Fett's not legendary, that he was kind of on my radar of being a legendary, and I was like, oh man, bounty hunters going to be needed. But that would have been a little too easy because I mean, a lot of the bounty hunters are free to play accessible. I'm thinking maybe something to do with Solo, maybe a Solo movie. I mean, we actually have the in-game banner that came out today promoting the DVD and Blu-ray copy, the Blu-ray and the digital copy of the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just promotion. That doesn't mean like there's something coming. But I mean, I remember when I made I asked them, hey, are we getting any more Solo characters? And I made a statement. I mean, they kind of like said, yeah, we're not making any more Solo characters right now, but be sure to leave an asterisk just saying, well, there's that possibility that maybe when the movie comes out on DVD, maybe they'll do something. So I don't know if they ever will, but there was that little asterisk that, TBD, maybe something else will come out. We were missing Dryden Voss, Beckett. Those are not legendary characters, in my opinion. I don't think they're legendary. I mean, if Jango's not legendary for sure, Beckett's not, Dryden Voss is not. And
is there a legendary caliber character in the Solo movie?
Yeah, Maul. They could release Maul if they wanted to, like Crime Lord Maul.
Well, I agree, but he played such a small role he played a 2-line role.
I don't. But Maul in general is. I mean, he's
in general. No, I'm with you in general.
Yeah.
I just feel like in that movie, does it make sense to pull that character out? I'd love it. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just not sure if they... I mean, look at the legendary characters we have so far. Who do we got? We got Yoda.
Yeah.
Super significant. We've got Thrawn. We've got Palpatine. We've got R2. We got BB-8. And then the Hero's Journey characters. 7, right? Is there anything else? Am I missing somebody?
I think you got them all. And Palpatine, I think you said that.
Yeah. Yes. So all of those characters are core story characters. Are they not? Even BB-8 and R2, they're the sidekick.
I love Thrawn and all, but I mean, Thrawn, besides just being kind of seen
Thrawn's
the Phoenix,
the main villain in Rebels.
I mean, I don't know. Trying to think. I mean, yes, I think Thrawn's awesome. I'm just trying to make an argument that he's not. I mean, I know he's referenced a lot in like books and stuff like that, and I know he's got a lot of expanded universe stuff going on there too. I don't know. I'm trying to think. If there's something. Thrawn's really the only. I mean, Yoda, Palpatine, R2. Those are like for sure legendaries. Thrawn's like just kind of above that threshold that made a legendary status.
He's the best character they've given us.
Oh, he's the best overall character in the game. Period. Yeah,
he's
the best overall character.
So do my.
Yeah, it's that part's obvious itself.
2 months, a couple months ago.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just thinking like if they. I'm trying to think. Did they release a character that had such a mind? Not as a legendary. I don't know. I mean, I think Maul. If they want to release a Maul, they could. Assuming
it is coming out of Solo, because we got the DVD release, and they basically told us the next character will not be Marquee, and so with the precedents we have before us now, that means either legendary or Hero's Journey, right?
Yeah.
Unless they
could do
a new way to
something
release a character. Maybe they'll call it something other than Marquee, and it'll still basically be Marquee. I don't know. But so if it's gonna be a legendary character, I can only think of 3, I think, from Solo that could potentially make that cut, and that is Beckett, that is Dryden Voss, and Maul. And I do feel like Maul's a bit of a stretch within the context of Solo. But if we're looking at it from a canon perspective in general, then I think Maul Maul could be it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, or it could be maybe with all this scoundrel emphasis going on and bounty hunters, maybe there's a Jabba the Hutt or something. Maybe this is the year for scoundrels and bounty hunters to really just go off the edge and be crazy wild or something.
Yeah.
Or
we speculated about Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. Or
remember that we made a video about that. I think it was on your channel, and we ranked Jabba the Hutt pretty highly on it.
Yeah.
He might have even been #1.
I don't know if he was. He was probably close to #1. He's pretty close.
He was at the top of the list of characters we wanted to see out of the game.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. I didn't think about that. We could be going Jabba.
Yeah, all right. I just had another thought a second ago. Oh, yeah. So, you know how Rolo's the login reward for this month?
Something.
Yeah, so there was speculation that maybe there's a new territory battle coming out. And so maybe the next character reveal won't be legendary, won't be Hero's Journey, but it'll be a new territory battle character award.
Interesting.
So
I somehow did not think about that yet.
So that could be what it's
another Hoda, another Wampa.
Yeah, Hoda, Wampa, and like Rolo. So 3 new characters. Like we had Stark, IPD, and was that all we got for the dark side? It was just Stark and IPD as the new guys.
Yes.
Yeah. So 2 to 3 new characters. So yeah, that could maybe be it because we're overdue for that. We still haven't gotten an answer why Rolo is the login, or it could just be just because there's no reason. But I think there's more of a reason behind her. So there's a territory battle thing. Maybe it's hinting from next week. Maybe October is the new territory battle. So yeah, maybe
what if the new territory battle brought us both Dryden Voss and Beckett, and the territory battle was I don't remember the planet. It was on the planet that Han meets Chewie on, where they're going through the trenches. What if that was the territory battle?
I gotta look it up again. I can't remember.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd be down because that scene to me, that was one of the coolest Star Wars scenes ever.
It was cool. Yeah, that was one of the few parts I liked about Solo.
It felt real grungy, real boots on the ground. Just a portion of the universe we just don't see that was so ground level. I really appreciate it. So maybe you'd get Beckett and you'd get
Vandor was the name, right? Is that the people are saying Vandor? I don't know if that's
some kind of troop, a new kind of trooper or something.
Maybe. I mean, I was thinking maybe there's a Clone Wars thing for do a Geonosis or something, because Geonosis comes out for Battlefront 2 next month, and Battlefront 2. So maybe they'll bring a Geonosis map, Separatist rework. Yeah, right. Yeah, Grievous rework. It's got to happen this year, man. It's happening this year. It's just gotta. I don't know how much longer they could push this. This is like the perfect time to do a Grievous
I wonder
rework.
What's gonna come first. Are the Jedi gonna be meta first, or is Grievous gonna get a rework first? Because that's the main thing I want to see is a Jedi meta. The main thing you want to see is that Grievous rework. So who's gonna get their love first?
I don't know. I kind of hope Jedi go first, then Grievous. Then Grievous is going to be better for longer and probably outdo Jedi. Because if you put Grievous in first, then Jedi could outdo Grievous, then he's back to trash or something. I don't know. I think the Separate. We know that it's in their minds. They're just finding the right time to do the Separatist thing, and maybe October would just be that good month. Last year we had Mother Talzin, our last big batch of Clone Wars stuff, and maybe in October would be Separatist. Droideka, maybe Droideka would be one of the territory battle rewards or something. I would love Droideka in this game. Yeah, I would love it. That's not because man, if Droideka became a pay-to-play character, I'd be really tempted to spend money for the first time. Yeah. So because the last time I was really tempted to spend money was B2 Super Battle Droid, and then I luckily I didn't, because then 1 month later he became free to play after he was out of the Chromium packs or whatever. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I was pretty tempted by Basla, and I'm glad I didn't, because everybody swapped over to Trail Lead, and that became a lot harder to manage effectively. So right. All right, well, we can keep talking about this forever. So what's our next topic on the agenda? So let's see. We are at about we kind of skimmed over Jango. I think we've kind of just shared our feelings on the Marquee crisis and kind of where we're at on that and speculating. Let's discussion over to Jango. All right. How do you feel about him? I like him. I like him a lot. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on my test account real quick. I think he's great. There's a lot of rock paper scissors going on. Bastila beats Palpatine and Jango. Jango beats Palpatine and Traya. Palpatine beats Traya. There's a lot of rock paper scissors stuff going on in the game right now. And I really do like it. And Jango, it's kind of, I mean, he gets obliterated by Bastila. It's like really hard for him to win. But I showed a clip at the end of my video my Jango video showing him on defense with Trey Lee going up against him, and he put up a really big fight. I'll see if I can actually pull it up here.
If you're putting up a fight against Trey
yeah,
Lee,
like I was down.
Impressive.
I was down to only Sign and Nihilus, and they took out everyone else. It was a pretty.
Was that on auto?
It was no, it was on manual.
On manual?
Yeah, like they just kept doing all the mass assists. Jango was using his rockets, blowing people away. Yeah, it's at the end of my video that I posted on Jango. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick here. But yeah, it was nasty. We're gonna go. Yeah, it was actually very impressive indeed. So let me see if I can pull up this test account real quick while we talk. But overall, I like him. I'm very bummed he's a Marquee character. I thought he definitely warranted at least, you know, at least he would have been maybe some sort of legendary. But he's not Marquee in my opinion, but he's not quite legendary. I don't know. There's a lot of in between.
Here's what I'd have to say about that while you're pulling that up. I did not want another Marquee character right now. I feel very strongly about that. I think this community is super burnt out on Marquee characters right now. We need to change the pace. We can't just only release Marquee character after Marquee character after Marquee character and expect the community to remain excited and enthusiastic about that, okay? Right. So I'm just going to establish that, and this is coming from somebody who does like the Marquee model. Yeah. I think it's a good way to appeal to both free-to-play and pay-to-play players. So let me establish both of those things first. However, Jango Fett, to me, is not a legendary character. I wanted a legendary character next, but I just don't feel like Jango is a legendary caliber character based on canon. Again, we established already in the stream who are the existing Marquee or legendary characters we have in the game. They're all very significant core plot characters or sidekicks like BB-8 and R. Right. Jango Fett has how much screen time?
I mean, but he also had a lot of.
He's the father of all clones.
But he had his own video game too. You played the video game. He was super awesome.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. No, Jango's dope, okay? I love Jango. He's the father of all clones. He's got a sweet suit. He's the dad of Boba Fett. Like, there's nothing not to love about Jango. And so don't get me wrong. I'm glad that we have him, and I'm glad that his kit is sick because I think he deserves it. I just don't think that based on what they have set precedents for legendaries, that he fits that caliber, in my opinion, based on what his role is in canon. So I'm okay with him not being legendary.
I just wish he was something more than Marquee. I don't think he's quite 100% legendary, but I don't think he's also 100% Marquee. He's kind of
Marquee. Like. You think he's an in between?
There's got to be some sort of in between of some sort that they could have done. I don't know.
That. Yeah, I can buy that.
Yeah, that's what it's. I'm not 100% disappointed, but yeah, I would have rather seen something in between here. Let me actually fix that defensive thing. I had Zam on defense.
If we just had a legendary event. If we just had a legendary event and then we got Jango as a Marquee, I think I would have been a lot less disappointed.
Yeah, it's just, I know I'm not going to, I mean, it's cool that we're going to give him 3 stars. I'm going to give him the 4 stars. I already know that right now. It just, you won't be able to use him in territory battles. Yeah. You won't be able to use him, I mean, except for the first few things. You won't be able to use him in the Sith raid, which I know he has a lot of potential in. That's kind of the thing I'm mostly bummed about. But, yeah, I mean, that's at least I think he'll be very usable at 3-4 stars in Arena. So if that's something you want to use or Territory Wars, I think that's a good thing. Let me go battle this one more time. But yeah, I mean, he's a good character overall. He's like the Bastila for bounty hunters. I think he makes them so much better than they ever were before. And I'm gonna see if I can.
That contract. I mean, putting bounty hunters resolve.
Yeah, look at this. Man, I'm getting blown up right now. It's pretty nasty. Yeah,
he works really well against Palpatine lead.
Yeah.
And that contract goes fast. It's really easy to fulfill that contract. That's a big part of it too.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Yeah, they get through the contract so quickly sometimes. It's not as hard as like trying to remember. Oh, that was a horrible move on my part. But there was like one contract. It's like really hard to get off. I think it was like RSC's contract. No, Boba's actually it's not too hard depending on the line if you go up against.
Is it Bosk's that you attack the weakest?
Yeah, boss you attack. I think it's Aura.
So if you've got a taunter, it's like forget about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So I mean, I was hoping he was gonna be something in between a legendary and Marquee, but I get that he's not a full-on legendary. But when we had to share the news about Jango and he's Marquee, it felt like I was telling a kid that their puppy died. You know,
it felt like a slap in the face. I'm just gonna be rude. I understand what I understand what Carrie said. You know, they plan these things out far in advance. Carrie did speak to this on, I think it was either Reddit or the forums. I saw a screenshot of it. I didn't actually see it in practice. I just saw somebody mention or screen cap what she had said. I get that. Like, so I can kind of see both sides of it. But to me, when we were told, we were told Jango was coming, I was super stoked. I was really excited to make a video about it. And then the dev said it's Marquee. My heart just plummeted. I was like, I can't. I do. It's a good thing, actually. I was telling my subs this on my Discord server. It's a good thing that we weren't able to discuss the event in that video, because I would have had a really hard time being happy in the video.
Yeah.
Talking about the fact that it was just another Marquee event in the galaxy of Marquees.
Yep, galaxy of Marquees. I mean, I guess we got to get over at this point, but hopefully whatever's coming out soon, whether it's territory battle character or whatever, I just hope the next thing's accessible. Like, it's cool they're gonna release something in the future, whatever that may be. That's not Marquee, but hopefully it's something that you don't have to farm.
Fortunately, they did say the next character will not be Marquee, so we've got that hope to hold on to, my brothers. The next one will not be Marquee.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, overall, he's a really good character. He's really fun to play. It just sucks that it's just gonna be a while before we can give it 7 stars. I'm thinking maybe summer 2019 before I can finally use him.
See, this is one thing I do love about Jango. By the way, you mentioned he's really fun to play. In my opinion, the funnest faction to play with in this game is the Bounty Hunters. I don't think that any other faction is as fun. Just the contract concept and the way that they play and all of that. And the animations for a lot of these characters, I just think they are a really fun faction to use. I've been super disappointed this entire time because they've had very few areas of the game where they were viable.
Right.
And so what I'm happy with most about Jango, I think, is he's bringing some degree of viability to bounty hunters,
right?
Which I think is good because they're, in my opinion, just incredibly fun to use.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you if they added Jango Fett's actual blaster sound, then I would agree with you. For the longest time, I actually thought Imperial Troopers were the most fun, but at least bounty hunters, you can actually use them in arena for a lot of things, versus Imperial Troopers only a small window of opportunity for PvP type of stuff. But I'm going full in on bounty hunters right now. I'm gearing them up. Going all in on them. So I think they're very fun.
Your only hesitation is a sound.
The sound bite. The sound. It doesn't feel the same.
Look at his prima donna. He's like, you need the sound.
Boop, 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 boop. It's like I don't know why. Like I get memories of playing Lego Star Wars, man.
Pew, pew.
I don't know. I just remember Lego Star Wars and using Jango.
Yeah.
See, Jango Fett has more screen time in Lego Star Wars than Thrawn. How about that? Bet you didn't think of that.
See, Lego Star Wars. See, now you're getting to the important issues.
Yeah, that's what we got to really start playing now. Lego
How much
Star
screen
Wars.
time you got in Lego Star Wars should absolutely determine a character's viability.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, all right. So Jango, we can stop being sad about him. What's the next thing we got to talk about?
Well, we got to talk about other games that we are playing. I think that pretty much covers what's going on in Galaxy of Heroes right now. We do have a meme of the week to look forward to as well after this, so stay on the show. I think you guys will. And we got a good one for you today, especially if you are following the whole EU thing with the memes, which I thought was a joke when I first read it, by the way. I can't believe that it's legit. But what are you playing right now outside of Galaxy Heroes, Arnold?
So it's hard to find time to actually play games, but when I do, I know like last week I kind of I've been playing. I've had a VR headset like early April, and I loved it. I wish I made a video.
Which headset did you get, by the way?
HTC Vive, and I actually recommend if anyone gets one. Yeah, my buddy got. My buddy got the Oculus Rift. And I just don't like that you need to have it plugged, the sensors plugged into the computer. I don't like that. Versus HTC Vive, just got to plug the sensors into an power outlet, and that's it. You can like be a lot more flexible with your setup. So I've gotten into so many games. There's so many cool games like Super Hot VR. I love that game when I played it. It's like you're in the Matrix pretty much, and you're like slow motion dodging bullets and stuff like that. And like there's times I'm like laying on the floor just trying to shoot the people coming at me. But there was a game that I made a video I made last week. I wish I made it back in May, because that was when the peak hype was for this game. I could have gotten like 1 million views if I did it then. But Beat Saber is so much fun. It's the most realistic lightsaber VR experience out there right now. There are some Star Wars VR games, but they're really bad. Like there's one where you repair droids. Kind of gets boring after the first droid you repair. And there's like another.
Okay, so out of all the VR subjects they could tackle, they tackle repairing droids.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, there is one. There is one. There's some like mission.
Be a mechanic.
There is another one. It's called like Mission on Tatooine or something. I don't know. I played it. It was super boring. And it was like only a short like 10-minute game too. So but yeah, but other than that, I've been I don't play much of Beat Saber. I played it a lot, so I know how it works. I made a video on that. I'm gonna make another one probably this weekend of me doing Darth Maul style. I got the attachment to like dual wield, like the dual wield the lightsaber or whatever. So that's gonna be kind of cool to do. But then I've been playing some Modern Warfare 2 here and there since they brought it backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. So that's been fun. Wanted to make a video on that, but I've been so busy having it. So maybe I'll do it this weekend. Other than that, that's kind of the main thing. On occasion, I play Crash with my girlfriend and Crash Bandicoot. I mean, I still haven't.
You still play Crash Bandicoot?
Well, they remastered it last year, and I just haven't had the time to finish it. Yeah, so
I used to play that game all the time. I totally forgot.
The remaster is so much fun. The remaster brings back so many good memories. Oh yeah, highly. You can probably get it cheap now because it's been out for a year now. Then Spyro's coming out soon. Probably gonna get that as well.
I saw that. That's another one I need to get.
Mm-hmm.
I got an important question.
Yes,
in
sir.
Chat. Aldry, Arjona, not sure if I pronounced that right, wants to know who won the second Try Not to Laugh competition.
Yes, I gotta still record that video.
Yours? Have you filmed it?
I have not. I've been so busy. But tomorrow, Friday's my day off. Friday, I stay in my office all day, record videos for the weekend and next week. So it'll be recorded this weekend, and it'll be my first priority video to edit. What was that? You broke up a little bit.
You didn't peek at my video?
No, I have not peeked at your video yet. No, so I'm still I got a clean slate. Don't have any headway. So I know you said that you had a hard time a little bit or something. You told me like you tried putting yourself in a sad mood beforehand or something. So you tried not to laugh as much.
Yeah, I actually before the video I watched Order 66 like 2 times.
66.
I just pulled up on YouTube because that scene makes me so sad. Like legit, that scene makes me so sad.
Yeah, I know it is a sad scene. It is a sad scene. So yeah, this weekend
the music, like John Williams just pulls out the emotion. Like he's like the Jedi dying.
The Jedi died. So that's so this I'll record it tomorrow and hopefully have it up by Sunday or something like that.
Good. Yeah. So back to the VR. True story. So I played on a Vive once, and I was playing this. I don't think it was Jurassic Park. It was like a dinosaur game though, where you're out and these dinosaurs like sneak up on you.
Oh, okay.
And I seriously, I don't think I've ever been like I played the scary game not too long ago, Slender Man on my channel.
Yeah.
And this scared me way more than that game did. Just like turning around, all of a sudden there's like a freaking on top of me. Oh my gosh. Have you played? This is what you should do next, by the way, for a VR video. You should play a horror game.
Oh, VR. God, that'd be so scary. I mean,
those are straight terrifying.
There's some games that like you feel really immersed into it. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, just it's a matter of finding cool VR games that the audience might like Beat Saber. Like that's one of the few games you can make it look like you're actually inside of the game playing. There's only like a handful of games that do that right now. And I think one of them's like Job Simulator or something like that. So, but yeah. That's been on my to-do list just to kind of scare the crap out of myself because like at least it's different than when you're just looking at a screen. It's like you feel like you're actually inside of it. So a jump scare would like totally throw me off. So, but yeah, what are you playing lately? I know you've been playing Spider-Man. I'm gonna play some clips on the stream.
I'm addicted, man.
How's that game going?
I'm super addicted to it. It's so fun. Have you played it?
No, I have not actually.
Do you have a PlayStation 4?
I have a PlayStation. I just don't have the time.
Come on, dude.
And but
keep up with the time.
Yes, I don't. It's more of I don't have time. It's on my to-do list to play. I'll probably get it when it's like cheap or something like that.
When it goes on sale.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't have time to like full on play it right now, so I'm not gonna spend top dollar for it. But it looks like you're having fun. You did a Freedom Tower race and stuff like that. It looks like a really good Spider-Man. Brings back some vibes. When I used to play Spider-Man on the PlayStation 2. I haven't played a good Spider-Man game in ages, so I'm really looking forward to that. I love open world. Spider-Man. I think the first Spider-Man game, you can't even go on the ground.
This is one of the funnest open world style of games. that I've ever played. And in particular, something I haven't hit on very much in my videos yet is how much I enjoy the combat. The hand-to-hand combat and just all the gadgets used to take down enemies is really fun and immersive. And so if you guys haven't checked out those Spider-Man videos, definitely do so. I'd love to cover that game more if possible. So I'm pretty excited about it for now. So that's pretty much it. You know, I don't really have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Pretty much I've got time for Galaxy of Heroes and maybe one other game. And that's it. Because I'm doing a master's degree. I've got a wife and kids and a full-time job, and I'm trying to manage a YouTube channel too. And so it can be difficult to do too much. So
Right. Yep. Exactly my problem. Like Modern Warfare 2 came out a couple weeks ago, backwards compatibility, and I'm only like rank 14. And it's like, because I just don't have that much time to sit and play. That was just me playing in like one sitting or something.
Yeah,
isn't
it funny how being a gamer YouTuber, you end up having less time for games.
Right. I know. Yeah. Especially, I'm in school just like you too. So it's like, oh man, it's so busy. When I do have time, I'm making a video. Yeah, almost done. Gosh, I just want to be done with law school. It's a waste of time, man. Just want to be done with school. Just want to make money. I could have been done with law school a year ago, but they purposely make us go a third year. That's a whole other story. I think law school should only be 2 years.
We're gonna start calling you Lawyer Arnold.
Lawyer Arnold. You got to call me Esquire Arnold.
Esquire.
Esquire Arnold. Arnold ESQ.
I love it.
Oh man. Oh, so that's pretty much all I've been doing, and yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I've been playing. It's really it.
I've been looking for a new mobile game, and I haven't found one that really clicks.
Actually,
so if you guys
don't really
in the
like
comments, let us know what. You don't like mobile games?
I actually never really liked mobile games. Galaxy, I play, like, I get a mobile game.
You're a mobile game YouTuber.
Well, Galaxy Heroes is a very small exception. It's like the crown. As much as we complain about it here and there, it's the best mobile game I've ever played. It's just I mean, if it wasn't for the Star Wars IP, it's definitely part of the reason why I love the game so much. But it's just something really special about Galaxy of Heroes that I love a lot. Yeah, but when I get a play and I play a mobile game normally, it's like you play for a week or two and then you just stop playing. Like I did try Marvel Strike Force. People asked, did you play Marvel Strike Force? And I played it for a week until I unlocked Wolverine. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm kind of getting bored of this game. Yeah, that's all. I just didn't want. And also I didn't want a second Galaxy of Heroes game to grind out. So
exactly. See, it's funny because I actually picked the game back up this week.
Oh, did you?
And thought, Marvel Strike Force, and I thought, I kind of want to start playing this again, because I was getting all excited about Marvel again, playing Spider-Man. And I played the game for maybe 10 minutes, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I can't do this. Because to me, it's funny because I used to think, I love Galaxy of Heroes so much. I want this same thing for Marvel. I want the same thing for Harry Potter, for other areas of fandom that I have. And now I'm not so sure about that because Galaxy of Heroes is so time consuming. I'm so invested in it and so deep. Do I really want to go back to square one, even if it's framed differently? And the answer to that is a resounding no.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you just play it super casually. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, even this game, I gotta admit, I just haven't been playing too much on my personal account. Just been so busy. Like today and yesterday, I didn't do arena, and I fell to 51 because I didn't play 2 nights in a row in arena. So it's
that's me too.
Yeah, I'm just so busy. It's hard to keep up on things with that. So it's I could not do a second Galaxy of Heroes game. We're at Electric because we played the game for so long. If you take arena night off for a day or two, it's not the end of the world. As long as I get top 50, that's all I really care about. So that's kind of what I
It's funny because I used to feel like a failure if I didn't finish top 5.
Dude, I used to be so hard about getting top 10.
I was depressed.
If I didn't get top 5, I would flip out. I remember I had anger problems with this game at one point. Went during the old Ben Dodge meta. I remember it's just throwing my phone. I hit my headphones off my head too. I have a video.
Shortly after Thrawn came out, I didn't have him yet because I was still working on Phoenix, and I was in don't do this. I was doing an arena battle while I was driving.
Yeah, oh, wow. Nice.
And I remember literally chucking my phone so hard into the side of my car that I thought for sure I broke it. I was so mad.
I've checked my phone too.
Otterbox.
I think I checked my phone, especially when Maul's or Darth Vader's calling blade was you could evade it. I was so mad. I'd get all these debuffs going on the other team. I'm about to one-shot some of my Culling Blade pre-rework, too, which was like complete crap, and evade it. And I'll just get so ticked, throw my phone, yell at the game, you know, you're in a timeout! And then eventually it's like,
We've all been there.
Yeah, and then I actually started pulling back a bit because between YouTube and stuff, like when I actually have free time to spend with my family or girlfriend, they're like, you know, you should just like unplug yourself. So then I was like, you know what, you're right. So I just like would turn off the phone, turn off Discord, turn off the game, and just like not care. And it feels good once you kind of stop caring, because especially now, it's really hard to compete unless you're grinding mods hard and stuff like that. So if I do have time, I'll get to top 10. But I'm not. I haven't made one in a long time just because of time purposes and all that stuff. So, but there's more to the life than Galaxy of Heroes. That's something I've come to the realization the past year.
We all go through ups and downs, right? And I got to thank Deadpool Kyle for the $10 donation. Thanks so much, buddy. Says, love both of your content. You guys have kept me playing this game and got me back into the game when I was in a low spot in the game. Deadpool Kyle's one of my patrons. Great dude. I think, is he one of yours too? I think
so too. Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him around for sure. So that's great to hear, man. Yeah, we just got. I think if it's not for you guys, I wouldn't have been playing this game as long. It's mostly you guys keeping me going, and just knowing you other people like Cubs that it's like what's it called? Not a pity group. What's those groups like? A support group, right? Hi, my name's Arnold. I bought a $5,000 character. That's up my alley. We've been talking about your law degree. I'm studying to become a therapist. Yeah, there you go. Right, you're gonna take in Galaxy of Heroes players. But Cubs,
I'll run a Galaxy of Heroes.
I really need Jango. Oh man, so I think we have one.
And he's legendary. I don't have any of the characters I need. So.
Oh man, but we have one more topic I think we want to talk about, right?
We got to wrap up here soon, but before I think the closing subject to send all these ladies and gentlemen out on is got to be the meme of the week.
Yes. Let's pull it up here. So meme of the week. Oh, that's a good one. So if you guys haven't been keeping up with things, there is a development in the EU on memes. The memes. I don't know.
European Union, not the expanded universe.
Bunch of crusty old people didn't like the memes, as they like to call it, the memes. And basically today they voted on it, and pretty much they banned memes pretty much from the EU.
Yeah, so they're not technically banning memes. They're just wanting to a lot more severely regulate copyrighted material on the internet. Yeah. And so the way this connects to memes is most memes are screenshots from movies.
Right.
And so these websites in theory are going to be blocking you from creating memes that have images from movies and that kind of thing because it's copyright.
Yeah. It's kind of a slippery slope type of thing. I mean, I love copyright law. It's actually the things I'm studying the most in law school. Just that's a whole other conversation. I just don't like it in general what they did. So there's this funny meme that you sent me right before the show that was very fitting. So I mean, if you guys know what's going on, you'll get a good laugh out of this. So here we go. Article 13 EU my memes.
The meme is a baby.
My memes, my American friends. So that's how you got to hand out memes now. You're going to have to fly yourself over to the U.S. and hand it to someone in the U.S. then. So now we got to...
Seriously, though, heaven help us if the United States does this too, because that would legitimately change the internet quite a bit.
I feel...
Especially, I spend a lot of my day reading and just looking at memes on Reddit.
Yeah, I feel confident with the American copyright system. There's a lot I don't have confidence in when it comes to our American legal system, but there are a few things, and for the most part, the courts have gotten copyright things right in the United States from what I've seen. So I'm not. So if this ever did become
you're the
an
resident expert on the copyright subject. Tell us, Arnold. Are memes gonna be safe
in the U.S.?
Save our memes, Arnold. You're our only hope.
Well, the problem is you have law, then you have crusty old people. That's I mean, because the problem is with Congress and people in the Supreme Court, when it comes to technology and when it comes to like art stuff, it's kind of like it gets a little scary sometimes because, you know, you got people that don't understand modern day culture and modern day technology. When new technology comes out, it takes the court forever to finally figure out how to go about it. But I think And I think in the short run, we should be okay. I think in the short run, we should be fine. We look at what fair use is and all that stuff. I think it's not, a meme isn't taking away from the movie. It's not a replacement for the movie. It's nothing like that. And it's got some minor.
Do you think it's free advertisement for the movie?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know. I mean, you generally the movie industry and whatnot, they hate. I mean, for the most part, a lot of them don't like the copyright system that we have. Like they want to have as much. Like they wish they could just go on. They see like a 2-second clip of Star Wars on your channel. They want to take you down right away. They don't want any of that stuff out and about. But luckily, our copyright system does give us protection. I mean, although with YouTube, they're in a tough spot because they have to have some sort of laws, so they keep their safe harbors protection. So that's why the YouTube system kind of is messed up. Even though someone can like falsely strike your channel, YouTube has to do it if they want to keep their safe harbor protections. And then you got to go through all the headache to show, hey, I'm not violating anything. So overall, the copyright system, I mean, it's not perfect, but I think for the most part, the courts have gotten it right. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know if this is going to make any headway in the United States, but I mean, I think it's just EU. For some reason, they thought this was a big problem. I don't know why. I guess they don't have bigger fish to fry than we do.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of comments about it. It's like, we got this world issue, this world issue, this world issue, and the EU's like, we don't like memes.
Yeah. That's a first world problem, right?
Forget these world problems. Forget this legitimate crap going on. Memes are an issue.
Memes are the bane of existence. The memes. The memes. We got to take down the memes. Oh, man.
Children are laughing on the internet. We need to do something about this. Somebody stop the kids from laughing on the internet.
Oh, man. Then Fortnite's going to be the next target, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, gosh.
Oh, so wait and see. It's unfortunate. It's something I don't like to see, but I think in the U.S. hopefully we should be fine. Hopefully some crusty old person doesn't see their 10-year-old kid and be like, what's this meme? I'm going to propose legislation to take this down. So it'll be interesting. If there's ever legislation that's passed, I can probably assure you it's going to end up in the Supreme Court. It's something fun. It would be funny to see a meme issue end up in the Supreme Court. That'd be really funny. Then like you try to see them, because with lawyers and judges, they'll take the fun out of something and kill the fun. Like they will super over describe the thing that is the subject. So imagine them trying to like break down a General Kenobi hello there meme. They would break down every single little aspect, and it's not funny anymore. They would kill the meme, but it'd be still funny to see. Like
hello there is always funny.
Yeah, hello there is always funny.
Infinitely. It's actually, that reminds me of a really funny meme, and I gotta close because my wife needs me out of here so that she can. I'm gonna get in trouble here if we go on much longer. But we'll close with this. It was a meme of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And he says,
yes. Is this your home?
Examined 14 million, whatever, and 6 was futures. And then General Kenobi says, did I say hello there in all of them? And he goes, every single one.
Every single one. I think we got to end the show on that note. That's really good. That's a really good one. Oh, my goodness. We got to show that for the next show, I think.
Thanks, everyone, for supporting the Cup Show. I got to say, when Arnold and I first dreamt this up, we were really motivated, I think, to get the show to a point it's at now and beyond. And so I'm thrilled with how much success we've had in 8 episodes. And so definitely keep the weeks here over on Arnold's channel.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. We'll be in touch soon. Hopefully maybe some new stuff comes up for Galaxy of Heroes. But if not, there's a lot of stuff in the real world that we'd love to talk about. So be sure to subscribe to both of our channels and stay tuned. Yes. Any last words besides that? Besides all your love being sent out?
Han shot first. Like the video and scrub side.
All right, guys. See you later. Take care, guys.
Have a good